Hi everybody, this is Pam Hayda, visual art teacher at Synergy School in San Francisco. Today I'm going to show you a few techniques that you can use with oil pastels when you are drawing in the classroom. So the first one here is light pressure blending. So I'm going to just not press so hard on the oil pastels. Put a little color down, and then I'm going to take another color. For the sake of mixing, I'm going to blend two primaries. Working my way up, you'll see it makes a little orange. That's light pressure. Heavy pressure looks a little bit like this. I press a lot harder so that there's no white coming through. I'm going to lighten it up at the end. Take another color for the other side. Pressing really hard. Got some nice blending going on there. Next we have color mixing. So put down a layer of color. Looks a little bouncy. Don't get dizzy. A little yellow on top. I've just made orange. Blending with white's a lot of fun. I think I'll do some pink into some blue. Now this might look similar to some of the ones I just showed you, except I'm going to take a white and I'm going to go over the whole thing with heavy pressure to blend my colors together. Like that. My next technique here is oil. So I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to put a couple colors down. If I want a nice smooth blend here, I've got a little bit of baby oil and a Q-tip. And the oil is going to dissolve the oil pastel, and it's a lot like painting. It makes your oil pastel into paint. And eventually this will dry and not be so sticky. My next technique is graffito. So I'm going to take color, let's see, use some purple, and I'm going to put it down really thick. I'm going to use a tool like a paper clip, and I can do a little drawing by scratching in there. And the nice thing is you can really do fine details with such a small point. My next technique is scratch art. I'm going to place down some really bright colors that are going to show through well. You can do them in any design you want. Like so. And then you cover all of that with black. And again, I'm pressing very hard for all of this because I don't want any of the paper to show through. The fun part now is going back in and doing a drawing. Next technique is stippling. So stippling is using short, quick marks. What's fun about this one is you can use some of the color theory that the pointillists use. You're putting down lots of colors next to each other They trick the eye into creating a whole new color. It's a nice look. The other thing you might want to try is using colored paper. Here's some black paper. Oil pastels look different on different colors, so white stands out wonderfully. Here's some peach. The lighter colors are going to show up more, obviously. There's pink, orange, blue, and so on. And even black shows up on some black construction paper. So you can play around with that and see what looks good. My final technique for you today is transfer. So I'm going to fold a piece of paper here. I'm going to open it up. Here on the left side, I'm going to fill it with dense color. I'm pressing really hard with my oil pastels, filling my paper in. I could do the whole thing, but I'm going to keep this short for you today. There we go. I'm going to close that little folded card. I'm going to take a pencil and I'll draw a design. And I'm pressing really hard. If I want to color an area in, I can. It can basically be whatever you want. When I open it up, my design is transferred to the inside. So that's a lot of fun. I could cut this part off, or I can keep this together as one piece. Basically, I have 3 artworks here. So there are a lot more things you can do with oil pastels. I'm sure you will invent some new techniques. And if you do a little searching on Google, you can find some more. But that will get you started with playing around with the beautiful, beautiful tools of oil pastels. Thanks, everyone. Happy creating.